Let's get straight to the story. Let me talk to all you women out there. Whenever you're married, it's never a good thing to keep a friend that is single and have her around in your apartment, around your family, around your husband. That's why this story is going to be one of those stories. It's going to be a tough one. Tough story to sink in. You women need to stop telling your business to your friend also. Stop telling your friend your business, your personal business. You will have to learn to keep it to yourself. If you want to vent, vent with yourself. Yourself is not able to talk back. Or you talk to your husband about it. Speak to your husband about it. Or just go out the street and speak to a random stranger about it. Just meet a stranger. Don't exchange number or anything like that. Just make up a story. It doesn't have to be, you. Just tell her, I know this friend and she's going through such and such. Okay. My co-worker sister was telling her friend about her husband. Her husband not being the same. Her husband is having an affair with her co-worker. I think he said with her co-worker or one of her friends. I think it was her friend or a co-worker. The husband was having an affair with. Yeah, I think it was a co-worker if I'm not mistaken. It was a co-worker. The husband was having an affair with the co-worker. And the co-worker was the wife friend. The wife used to always go to this co-worker complaining about her husband. Her husband not doing this. Her husband, she used to buy a lingerie, get dressed up for her husband, and her husband would just walk out the door and just leave, and just speaking, I'm Jamaican, so he's Jamaican, so you always say, woman, put on back your clothes. It don't make no sense for you to dress like that. That's basically what he's saying. Put on back your clothes. Them days they done. So whenever she buy a lingerie or buy something sexy to turn on her husband, he used to get up and leave the house. And she used to always complain to her co-worker about it. This is the mistake she made. She brought the co-worker to her house. The co-worker is a single woman. She brought the co-worker to the house. They used to always group, hang out, the husband and the co-worker. They play cards. They watch basketball. They watch football. They watch everything, right? She made a mistake one day. She left the co-worker at the house, right, with her husband. She left the co-worker at the house with her husband. You guys are hearing me? I hope you guys are hearing me. Make sure you clean out the wax out of your ear so you can hear me. She left the co-worker there with her husband. I guess she ran to the store to get some stuff or whatever. Nothing happened that day. But that's when the co-worker decided she was going to do what she did. Okay. She was at work one day. The co-worker called out. This is where the drama kicks in. She was at work one day. The wife was at work. The co-worker called out. She was not at work. We all know where the co-worker was at. The co-worker is at her house. The wife called the house. Not on her personal phone. This is how the wife find out the co-worker was at her house. With she not being here with her husband. She called the house from a different number. Because when she was calling on her number, nobody was answering the phone. The husband was not picking up the phone. She used somebody's number and called the house. And the nerve, why would you have your mistress answering your phone? This is how evil this husband is. The mistress answered the phone and said, hello? And the wife was like, of course the wife was livid. What are you doing at my house? She was sleeping with her husband. The wife confronted her and said, listen, I share all my problems with you, all my needs. You know what her friend said? She was able to fulfill those needs to her husband. Because her husband was saying that, according to the co-worker, her husband was saying that she's a dead fish. She's lazy. She's worthless. She doesn't do anything. So that's why their marriage been dead for years. But according to what the co-worker was telling her friend, is that the husband was the one not doing anything. It's a bunch of mix-up. But what I'm saying is, ladies, you can't share your personal business with your friends, especially a woman that's single. You know her motives. She got motives. In her mind, you're telling her, you're sharing all these things with your friend. You know what she's thinking? I'm going to fulfill those needs. I can't wait. That's what she was thinking, to be with her husband one day. And that's exactly what transpired. She slept with her best friend's husband. She was complaining to her so-called co-worker. Complaining. That's why you could never trust co-workers. Complaining. She went to her husband and fulfilled those needs. So all you ladies out there, when you watch this, you can't keep telling your friends your business. It's going to be dangerous for your health. Life is simple. Let me repeat that. Love yourself and life is simple.